Hello, beers. This is Michael from Screw Reviews, bringing you a new podcast, myself called The Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode, Boruto. So basically, the episode starts off. We see the movie Kage along with a a battleships or in the middle of the ocean somewhere about to fight the Fume pirates. Fleet of battleships as well. So anyway. And then we cut to Kaga being told by one of the mist ninjas that the battle was about to go down. So basically, don't worry about Boruto and the least Boruto the least ninjas. I'll take care of them. But honestly, Kaga, you're needed on the battlefield right now. So basically, Kaga feels kind of kind of guilty that we're feeling this is a mixed problem, but so basically one of a hidden this shinobi was telling him that Kaga, we're about to go to war with the Fume pirates, so basically. You're needed on giving your prisoners to be useful on the battlefield to help against the pirates. So basically, don't worry about your ninja friends when they're here. Leave, once the ship is fixed soon. So basically, I'll make sure that they get home all right. So basically, so things for so basically, Kaga was kind of torn that he didn't want to abandon Boruto and the others, make sure they get home all right. But at the same time, he's kind of torn. But at the same time, he's kind of torn that he needs to be on the battlefront, hoping the movie Kage fighting the Fume pirates. So anyway, Ichigo, even this intervention came after her Ichigo tried to kill Kaga. Kaga didn't. So basically, Kaga started the pirate ship, size pirate ship, at the dock, but Siren was using a jutsu to cover the island in this dark mist. That way nobody would spot them, but her Ichigo saw the shit and whatnot and didn't want anybody. She figured that the pirates can take out I believe the pirates can take out Kagura. That way once she's dead, she can just leave while that mark on her neck activating, and stopping her and whatnot. So anyway, they decided made it clear to her second in command that I think his name is Fume. Fume, I believe. I'm just gonna call him Fume. Fume, that I know his name's Fumsaki, but I'm just gonna call him Fume. So basically, Siren told that you take care of Kagura, I take care of the hidden least brat, the Boruto Uzumaki. So basically, she knows that Siren knows that Boruto has been getting close to Kaida, her brother and whatnot, blah blah blah. So basically, she wants to kill him myself. That way, wants to kill him herself. So basically, she has this weird skeleton weapon like her brother Iron has this, has that fist sword, skeleton weapon, but hers is a melee skeleton weapon that can shoot chakra arrows and whatnot, and imagine a harp mixed with a bow kind of weapon and whatnot. So basically, Fume used a jutsu to summon these leeches to take control of some of the mist shinobis on the island. So basically, everybody got alert after seeing these leeches, trying to take control. So basically, they figured that something was up. Boruto's comrades figured something was up when they saw these leeches trying to take over their bodies and whatnot. So basically, Kawaki got a leech stuck to his body and whatnot. So basically, everybody was on high alert after that. So basically, Dickie's team went to go make sure that the ship, make sure that everybody at the shipyard and their ship they're going to use to go home with is okay, while Mishki and Sawada deal with trying to get the leech off that was controlling Clarky's body off his neck and whatnot. And anyway, Boruto noticed that things seemed a bit off and well. So basically, he was just standing there out in the open, at the harbor, and that's what someone tried to kill Boruto, but it was just a setup. It was a setup It was a setup by Boruto to see what the hell is going on, So basically, So basically, Boruto was engaged with Siren and whatnot after setting her up in his own trap and whatnot. So anyway, Fume and Kagura, Fume found Kagura and they started to fight. So basically, Fume, told Kagura his reason why we pirates are doing these things, because we want to be free. We want to be free. Like everybody, we all come just like everybody. We want to be free and whatnot, blah blah blah, explaining his reason why he's a pirate and whatnot. So basically, so Kaga managed to use his sword to basically knock him out cold. So basically, Kaga used his sword to knock him out cold, not kill him, not just knock him out, and tried to go help Boruto. So basically, Boruto was having. So basically, Kaido was in his, it was in his room, not knowing what the hell was going on. He didn't know that that the island's being attacked by his sister and her, and her forces at the moment. So basically, he's just in his room, writing down notes and stuff in his little notebook and whatnot. So basically, Boruto got hit by one of one of Simon's, chakra arrows that made his arm numb. So basically, he couldn't move it because these arrows make if you get hit by these arrows, they make a part of your body numb. So basically, his arm was numb and he couldn't use it. So basically, Kaga, also she's able, even though the mist was, basically could be used to Boruto's advantage, but turns out that Kaga can use, echolocation to find Boruto in the mist. So basically, So basically, her bow weapon is also like a heart. So basically, they have these three heart strings on it, and basically, she can use the sound to locate Boruto's location in her own fog. So anyway, so things look like like Simon had the upper hand until Kaga showed up and managed to get Boruto to safety. And basically checks out his arm. He's like, your arm is just numb. You will get your feeling back, and then your arm is just numb. So basically, you'll get the feeling back in your arm very soon. So basically, Kaga was using the sword as a shield since it's a big ass sword. It could also be used as a shield. So basically, to block Simon's arrows. But when Simon showed up, when he tried to use his sword as a shield to block her arrow, it turns out she can change the trajectory of her own chopper arrow, and basically, and managed to wound Kagura and whatnot while they were in the warehouse hiding out. So basically, Boruto, thanks to a thunderstorm, messing up her sound, messing up her whole radar sound to find Boruto and Kagura in the fog. He was able to save Kagura and whatnot, and they came up with a plan that since the thunder, the thunder car, since it starts raining outside, thunder, she can't use her sound, use her sound ability to locate us. So basically, this gives us an advantage. So basically, need to get in close. So basically, Kagura came up with a plan. So basically, Kagura called out, and called out, Siren, and basically she, Siren managed to follow, was able to follow his voice where he was at in the warehouse, and basically, and basically Kaga was just a decoy, and Boruto tried his best to get close to Siren, but Siren, had the advantage over Boruto. Boruto couldn't get close to Siren, but turned out it was a double aversion. So basically, Boruto wasn't really trying to get close to Simon, but trying to keep her busy, until Kagura managed to got close to her. So basically, Boruto was the real distraction, and Kagura managed to cut Siren with his sword, and basically and defeated her, Sorry, a little tongue-tied today. So anyway, so basically, Kagura used his sword to cut Siren, and basically took her down. So basically, she's not dead. Kagura did cut her. Dick striking with her sword, basically cutting her in her chest, but not too badly. But it is a good cut though, but not enough to kill her automatically. And that's when Fume came to the warehouse, and basically after he woke up from after being knocked out by Kaga, and managed to take Siren back to the ship, back to the pirate ship and whatnot, and basically most of the pirates most of the pirates withdraw from the island once Simon got injured and whatnot. So basically, Boruto was wondering how did Simon know who I was and know my name. So basically, Boruto was wondering how how Simon know about me. So anyway, despite that, despite all his Spike, Spike at the tent heard Ichigo trying to attacking, try to attack Kaga, Kaga because it like hurt Ichigo. One of you and Kido and Bumpton helped out with making sure that making sure the injury gets medical attention and whatnot with the situation. So basically, hurt Ichigo was kinda in shock that I just tried to kill this dude and he asked me for my help. And also Metal Lee did hurt Ichigo out with some of those mission lobbies that got possessed by Fume's mind control leashes and whatnot. So basically her Ichigo did it, so basically Kari didn't mention to the others like Banta and Kyo that she tried to kill him and whatnot. And so basically she was kind of surprised at that. So anyway, Fume managed to get in contact with Kaida and tell him about his sister and whatnot, and he went to go see his sister on her boat. So basically, she was still alive but badly injured. So basically, kind of like who did this? It was Kagura and that least Boruto. So basically, so basically, Kaida was was real pissed off that his sister, that supported him leaving the pirates, was injured, but was mad and was mad that his sister who supported him leaving his own clan to see his dream was injured by the plan by Boruto that he believes that Boruto who is his friend and whatnot was injured by Boruto and Kaga. So basically that's how the episode ends with Boruto when we see Boruto and basically the sun has rise and whatnot, wondering how do Sire know who he is, and wondering who could have told her about him. So basically, this how the episode ended with Boruto wondering how Siren know who I am, and wondering who could have told her about me, and basically wondering why she wants to kill me, and basically this how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode. So anyway, Kaido's probably gonna get back at Boruto. Basically, so basically next episode it seems like looks like Kaido's going to try. It might get revenge on Boruto for and Kaga for trying to almost trying to kill his sister, but it was her fault in the first place. So anyway, this was a good episode. So anyway, like always, sign off. What do you guys think? Sign off. 1.